everyone, here I am again and talking to you. I hope you're all doing fine on your journeys against the sugar addiction, that you have managed to stay on track. I'm doing fine. I'm still on track, but I have increased a little bit the food because I had lost a little bit too much weight, so now I gained a little bit some back. And also by doing more fitness, I have gained some muscles. So that's good. And I wanted to talk with you today about something that I read every day. The fact that we do slip-ups. When we try to break this habit, we want to stop, and then we'll be good for a couple of days, you know the thing, and you'll be really motivated and you're good, and then suddenly, ups, you don't know why, you take something back and you have a slip-up. And then like the day after or 2 days after, you try to go back on the horse, and then you'll be good again for 5 days. And every time it happens, people get upset. They write into the groups. And the response will be, most of the time, people will respond with, don't be too hard on yourself. You know, it's okay. We're all human. Just get back on the horse again and you'll do fine. And yeah, of course we shouldn't be too hard on ourselves, but the struggle I have with that issue is the fact that we know now that when we are trying to get off sugar, there's two components we're working with. It's the physical addiction that we are trying to break, but it's also the mental habits. And we know by now that it's very easy to create bad habits and it's very hard to break them. It's very hard to stick and create new healthy and good habits. And by trying to be good and keep having slip-ups, you're actually risk of creating that into a habit. So it becomes a habit to break the attention, the fact that you want to stop, so that you be good for doing a couple of days and then you'll be bad, and a good couple of days and then be bad, and that in itself becomes a habit. And that's the risk when you do that. And that's for, I always say, the only way to break this habit, only way to break addiction is by consistency. It's the collection of days together. It's like creating a chain. I also put up in my group this video about the chain, how you can create a chain. It's like, if you want, you can take a calendar, and then you do a red cross for every day you haven't had sugar, and then you try to create this complete chain that's not broken. Because it's only by doing that you're going to be able to get out of the addiction. As long as you keep having these fall off or slip ups, you will feed the addiction. It's exactly like somebody who's smoking. He said, I want to stop smoking, but I'll smoke every time I go to a party. Well, technically, they're still smoking much less, but they're still smoking. So if you are good 90% of the time, but 10% of the time you having a slip up, you're still having sugar. You're having much less of it, but you're still having it. So the only way of really trying to be consistent is by sticking to it. And every time you feel like slipping up, you have to think of everything you have achieved so far. And all that's, okay, I will not say that every time you have a slip up that you'll go all the way back to start, but you will. Mentally you will not, because you have on this journey, you have learned so much more. You get so much more knowledge, and that in one way is helping you to understand more and more and more. But purely physical, every time you give back and eat sugar, you get back into the addiction. So therefore, try to remember, when you stop, try to really stick in there. Use our group, call, send. It's always, I'm on it most of the time. All the other members are on it too. So use us every time you feel like you're gonna have, oh my God, I'm gonna feel like I want to take something. Make the habit of, okay, before I do something bad, I'll write. I will write in the group, or I will call a friend, or I will do something else, or I will drink a glass of water. Because a craving doesn't last for that long. If you manage to actually resist it for a while, you can do it. And the secret is you only need to resist the next craving. That's the only one you need to resist, the next craving. If you do that, think like that every time, you will succeed. And when I talk about cravings, you know, you have to understand that if you stop by doing this, you will get rid of the sugar cravings. You will never get 100% rid of cravings in general. I can still have cravings now. Certain days I can eat more than others, and certain days I will not feel mentally, I will not feel satisfied after I eaten. But those days when it happens, I will have some extra nuts, or I will have some extra carrots, or I will have some extra food that's okay for us to have. But I will never go back taking bad food. That there is a no go. It's a no limit zone. So it's not going to be like we will be crave free for the rest of our lives. That's not what it is. But you will become sugar. You won't crave sugar. Like the other night, we had this big party with friends over. We had a dinner, and it was the first time in a long time that I actually regretted having the surgery, because we had this really good meat, and we had guacamole and salads and tzatziki and all different kinds of good stuff. And I had a little piece of meat and a little piece of guac salad, and then I couldn't eat more because I was full. And I would see all the other people just pouring on the plates and eating and eating and eating. At the end of the dinner, they all had dessert. We had like ice creams with pancakes and chocolate sauces and things. That didn't bother me at all. All that, I didn't think about that. The only thing that bothered me that evening was the fact that I couldn't eat more of the salad or more of the meat or more of the good stuff. So it's all about a mental training. So just keep that in mind every time. Don't give in. Try to stay on track, and the reward will be so good. I hope to see you soon again. I come with more information. Talk to you. Bye.